Buffalo, we're back. Made it here to the end of the year 2 sim. It was a valiant effort, like I said, at the end of the year. You know, when it got to the end, the last 2 months, we were competing. It was there. The thought was there that maybe we could make the playoffs. If I ended up making a trade at the deadline, would that have helped us out a bit? Maybe made a bit of a push? Possibly. You never know, but you gotta give credit to the Maple Leafs. They were winning games there at the end. They cleared us by 7 points, so it would have been tough. We would have had to give up some things. I just wanted to keep the keg dry, the powder dry, whatever the saying is. Hold on to all of our assets till we get to that draft. I think this is going to be a massive draft for us. I'm hoping. I really want there to be that something that jumps out to us that we make the splash. We solidify the team pretty well going into the future. But when I was editing the video, I realized I never showed you guys just where we ended here in the entire league, how all the points were looking. Panthers, Blackhawks, Connor Bedard helping carry the Chicago Blackhawks to the playoffs. What else do we got here? Seattle makes it. Minnesota. That one sucked. That one stinged. Dallas just going to get that extra point for us, extra win. That would have been nice. Ducks, Utah. The Oilers, they miss out. So yeah, your Buffalo Sabres, 23rd here in the league. So again, unless we get lucky in our draft, what is that going to take us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So around that 10th pick spot. Unless we can get lucky somewhere. Hopefully we don't fall back anymore, but somewhere around that 10th spot unless we get lucky. We get a lottery pick. That would be nice. Points-wise, I went over all this. Again, just points were very bad this year. I'm hoping it was just due to low overalls. I am wondering, though, if maybe it does have something to do with our coaching. Maybe our coach just... I don't know. I want to take a look at the coaching here. Again, he is a general coach. He's balanced. So pretty much where I'm at, I think maybe we keep him again for one more year, seeing how everybody develops. Again, I like this coach influence here on this team, especially with our young guys, right? So if we're going into this draft, glass half full mindset, if we do end up around that 10 spot, there are some people here for us. There are some good draft picks. Again, England, we're still getting him looked at. 2-bar high elite, possibly. So hopefully this Ted Rieger guy can get him scouted. That'd be nice to know. We could definitely use another center. Playmaker, but whatever. But if not, we have some guys here at the 13th and 14th mark. We have this Petrozlak, Matthias, 80-plus league, NHL ready, Joe Thorne. Again, another left winger. We have that Sumal, 17, LD. Again, he was another one that was NHL ready. So, a couple options there when we get down to our lottery pick. Hopefully, if anything, if it stays at 10, we got a couple good options here. Okay, look at this. I was just doing some pre-scouting here around our 40th round pick. So, that can be maybe that Minnesota pick. Again, might be a bit of a stretch, but hey, man. Guaranteed, medium top 6, 2 years away. He already has an X factor, the unstoppable. He's a right winger, sniper. So this could be a nice get here with that Minnesota first rounder if our second round pick isn't around that 40 range. But it might be, I don't know. It's going to be close there anyways. So if anything, maybe we move up or we just use that first round pick with Mini, try and get that guy. So for pin players, not too much. Mostly it's our first round pick. We have a guy here at 156 and then that 40 range. So, but we'll sim up. I want to take a look at the AHL playoffs, see how that goes. We'll see how the NHL playoffs go. Kind of get that all strained out and then we'll hit that draft, see where everything's at. I did want to show you guys though the contracts. Look at this. Zach Benson, he grew to 88 after a terrible year. So, interesting why he grew while McKenna didn't. But he's kind of the same thing. Like, I can get 2 years at $5 million. Again, I'm not signing anything for Benson yet. I truly think if there is that trade, he's the one that's going. McLeod, Norris, Jansen, Coolidge still 83. He needs an extension. McKenna, Quinn, what are we going to do with? Urov still 83. So we'll sim to the end of the year. Maybe these guys will start getting some growth, some jump then. But yeah, Zach Benson, 88. That one kind of surprised me. What's Wallstead looking like? 85 still. Good. That's all fine. Again, maybe once we get to the draft, that's when players will get some more growth. We'll see. But yeah, pretty much, I wanted to take a look at the AHL. Look at this. Triple back to back to back. That's wild. But I did want to take a look at their playoffs, see what our AHL team does. Then we'll kind of keep tabs on the NHL, what's all going on there. All right. So Rochester Americans, they made the playoffs. First matchup, the Toronto Marlies. Let's kind of we're gonna sim pretty fast through these. We'll go through 3 games, see what happens. Loss. Oh my God, loss. I mean, the last 2 games are close, I guess, but just couldn't score. So tough playoffs there for the Rochester Americans. Oh, Buffalo. I'm sorry. I know that's not great. That's not what we wanted. I wanted at least to see Rosen kind of tear it up down there for us. Well, NHL-wise, what do we got here? Everybody's 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. No sweeps, no nothing. So keep her going. Florida beats Toronto. A lot of Game 7s over here in the West. Okay, second round matchup here. Now we got the Ducks. They made the playoffs. The Knights. Avs, Minnesota. That'll be a good one. Ooh, Montreal, Florida. New Jersey, Capital. So I'm going to go out of this. I guess I'll go Vegas. I'm going to go Colorado. Florida, Washington. Let's see what I get right out of that. All right, so I was off there with the Ducks Vegas series. Ducks swept them. Interesting. Maybe we have to take a look at their lineup. What did the Anaheim Ducks have? I thought they'd be kind of in that rebuilding class with us. Avalanche, though, swept Minnesota, so that kind of helps with that first round pick there for Mini. Washington beats New Jersey 4-1. So yeah, Game 7, Florida, Montreal. I'm going Florida. Yeah, Florida, Washington, Colorado, Ducks. Oh man, I'm gonna go Colorado, Florida, I guess. Ugh, that just makes me want to barf. Ducks. Okay, no. What do these Anaheim Ducks have up their sleeve here? This is wild. Beckett, Sinek, Carlson, Granlund, Terry, McTavish, Gauthier. Deep forward core. Solid enough defense. Damn, they have this Verhoff guy. Very nice defense over here. Then he could easily just do that next year. Okay. Goaltending wise. Wow, 78. Look at this. 78 overall goalie, man. All you need to do is get hot at the right time. What is he doing in the playoffs? 16 games. 919, 255. Good stats. All right. Well, why not? For shits and giggles, what does Florida got over here again? They have that crazy first line. Still Bobrovsky in net. Kachuk, Barkov, Reinhardt. Yeah, that first line. Yeah, no. Sorry, Ducks. I think your story ends here. It was a really good run out of you guys, but I don't know. I don't see how Florida loses this. 1-0 Ducks. Come on, Ducks. I'm rooting for you. 1-1. Oh, no. The tides are turning, maybe. Oh, it's 2-2. Huge win by the Ducks. We got a series. Oh, no. Game 6. 3-3. We got a Game 7. Oh, baby. We got a Game 7 here. Let me take a look here at the box scores. What are these games looking like? 2-1. Close, nitty-gritty game. Game 6. What do we got? Kataguchi, Sam Bennett, Frankie Vetrano. Okay. Game 7. I wish you could do slow sims. Like, could I somehow... Yeah. So Game 7, it's in Florida. Florida had the home ice advantage. Who's it going to be? The young gun Ducks? Or is it these goddamn Florida Panthers? Oh my God. What a team. Mike Sullivan fired? Okay. Florida Panthers. They win it. Game 7. That's a great year out of Anaheim, though. Yeah, if you're the Ducks organization, you're taking that. You made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. This is only year 2 in this sim, so yeah, you're definitely taking that. Good year from them. Valiant effort. Now let's just take a look here at the playoff tree. I don't know how much I'm going to show in the video there, so I might edit this all up, but here, boom, playoff tree. This is all what happened. Again, Avalanche made it there to the Western Conference Finals, but the Ducks in Game 7, crazy. Yeah, Ducks, man. They're just a team that Yeah, they were gritty. Game 7, then they swept the Golden Knights, but then Game 7. Just got a little too tired at the end there. Injuries. Did they play a factor? Who knows? Florida, on the other hand, 4-2. Game 7 swept. Game 7. So, yeah, pretty close, valiant effort here. Year 2 sim. I don't know if anything's too wild. I mean, the Penguins making it, I think, is weird. Otherwise, like maybe Seattle's a little weird. Chicago, maybe a little weird. Nashville, honestly, I think's a little weird for year 2. But otherwise, yeah, not bad. Okay. One thing I haven't done yet. Let's take a look at these awards. So we've been through here 2 years so far. So Colorado won the year 1 Stanley Cup. Florida, year 2. So the big guns, they're winning. Look at that. Florida, 3 out of 4 years Stanley Cup champions. Looks like Edmonton Oilers numbers there when I was their GM. Presidents as well, so they didn't get the President's Trophy curse. Bedard, Art Ross, Boldy, Quinn Hughes, James Norris. Cadden, he got the Calder. McKenna didn't get it. All right. So there's your awards. There's all that. What did I want to do? One thing I wanted to do, just for McKenna's sake. All right, well, I found a new bug here. When I went to the playoffs, I went to the regular season stats, went to check out the rookie skaters, just to see where McKenna kind of landed up with anybody. Doesn't let you. It's only the teams that made the playoffs for the rookies that showed the stats. Awesome feature game. But anyways, Berkeley Can, yeah, he deserved it. 89 overall, first line. He's just a little older, a little more mature, 61 points. Meanwhile, McKenna, what did he have? He was a +7 as well, so yeah, he's just on a bad team. You know, McKenna, he doesn't really have the pieces, but honestly, 49 points, -7. That's a good rookie year, man. 19 years old. Good year out of McKenna. Didn't get the Calder. That's fine. We're going to sim up here, get to the draft lottery, see where Buffalo's picking. Can we get lucky? Can we move up? That would be awesome. Then, yeah, V retire players. See where we get that pick. See what we have in mind here for a trade or anything like that, if anything does make sense. Let's sim. Nope. Buffalo, we stay where we're at. We're at the 10th spot. Not terrible, though. We did have a couple options there. We had a left winger. We had the LD defenseman. Honestly, the way that I'm kind of viewing it, I might be leaning towards the left winger. Because he was NHL ready as well. But it could be the defenseman. I don't know. It really does depend on Benson, what's happening with him. But 10th spot, not bad. We'll take it. All right, you retired players. Who's gone? Ovi. He retires. One of the greats. My favorite player of all time, without a doubt. Kopitar, Backstrom, Letang, Vlasic, so some big names there. Definitely some big names. Washington Capitals there, man. What a great run they had there. Backstrom, Ovechkin. They gone. New regime. Now it's Ryan Leonard and what? McMichael? Dylan Strome? Jim Reimer. Dustin Tokarski. Look at that. Oh, some Leafs greats. Is Tokarski a Leaf? I don't know. All right, Buffalo. This is where we're at. I entered the draft. I just wanted to check around, see if any teams were willing to move up any of these draft picks. They weren't. So, no point moving up. I let everybody pick who they wanted to. Some good draft picks here. Obviously, this Maroff guy went to Carolina. Carolina gets another stud over there. Landon DuPont ends up in Philly. Oh, Calgary, you're just one pick off. Could have got Landon DuPont there. But instead, you got Joseph. Nice power forward, high elite. So, can't complain there if you're Calgary. Some really good picks here. Then some top 6 highs. So I was like, ooh, what do we got here? Look at this. This guy fell. He was around that 5th to 8th. So he fell all the way to 10th. He already has an X factor. 2-way defenseman. 6'2", LD. Instantly what I'm seeing, what if I draft this guy? And then you have your defense set, Buffalo, for the next however many years. At least 6? I think 5 to 6 more years. At least we have power locked up till then. I think Byram still has another 7 years to go. Dahlin still has some years to go. So our defense could be really locked up here if we can get a guy like Aiden Bouchard. Then that's what your top 4D is looking like. Then Byram, he's got the LDRD. He can just switch over to the RD side. The Renzel, he's going to be down on that third pair with Bryson or whoever else, right? I really am leaning towards Aiden Bouchard. I think that's the guy I want to pick. It was between him, Samula, or there's this left wing guy, Petrozalak. But not what I'm looking for. I don't think we need another LD on this team we don't need another left winger on this team at this point. But shit, he does look good. He does look good, don't get me wrong. Yeah, so the reason I didn't back out here, kind of restarted to show you guys I'm entering the draft, all that stuff, is because I was planning on just taking a look around, seeing what was all available, then backing out, going back in. Instead, I'm keeping it, because that Aiden Bouchard, he stuck around, so I don't want to go back a second time. Then one of these teams realizes they screwed up, and then they take him. So I'm going to take this Bouchard kid. But before I do, calling a timeout, because we have a trade lined up here, and it involves Zach Benson. It's going to be a huge one. It's going to be a blockbuster. But before I show you who I'm going to deal him to, at least what I have in mind, I guess we'll see if the team actually wants to do the trade. I never showed you Tage Thompson. Let's see what he put up here for points. Yeah, 29, 34, so nice 63 point year, 74 games played. He was a little injured, but yeah, pretty well point per game. Good year out of Tage Thompson. And I think the Islanders, they made the playoffs, right? No, they didn't end up making the playoffs. For some reason, I thought they did. So they didn't make the playoffs, but good year out of Tage Thompson. So figured I'd show you guys that. But this is the blockbuster. This is the deal that I come up with. Doesn't make the most sense in the world, maybe not, but let me try and give you the sales pitch as to why. Forward-wise. So I'm looking to get Wyatt Johnston. He is perfect for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for either a guy that can play that first-line center role with McKenna this year, or he can be on the right wing. It depends what's out there in free agency. If I can try and sign some other veteran that's perfect, then we'll kind of see where Johnston fits there. He's versatile. Center, right wing, but I do like him as the center. He's a two-way forward again. That's the only players I seem to be able to find that makes sense for this team. But honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the two-way forward. Now, what I'm willing to give up here. Or, you know what? Sorry. The reasoning why I'm doing this trade, I kind of want to hurry up here before my timeouts kind of wear out. Right wing side, you got Rantanen. He's your guy. 30 years old. He's in his prime. Like, you're going to be playing Mikko Rantanen on that first line right wing. Then you have Robertson as your left winger. It's like, then you debate between Rupe, Hintz, or Johnston for that center role. But you do have Duchesne that could be a 2C for you guys for next year. And after that, it's like they are lacking on the left wing depth side of things, right? So I'm willing. You give me Wyatt Johnston. I will give you Zach Benson. You got a left winger there, second line left wing. And then I will keep on adding in on this deal. You guys need a center. I will give you a 3C in Coolidge. Right there. And you know what? Because I'm feeling like a nice guy, I am also willing to give you Jack Quinn. Okay? Boom. 3 players I am willing to move off of. They're going to be able to build up their depth on this organization. They're all RFA rights, so if you can't afford them, you could always flip them if you need. But I don't know what they're looking like for cap space. I'm not doing all that for them. They want all these guys. They're green. I want Wyatt Johnston. So I would do this. What do you say to this? Because again, with all this stuff, you should be a playoff team, but who knows? Then I'm willing to give up a stud. Like, this guy can easily be a first-line left winger for you. He's 88 overall, but he's going to be playing on your second line. You got a third-line left wing, or center. Then same thing. You got a third or second-line right winger, versatile. He can score. You had a pretty good year for us, honestly, on the third line, right? Straight up. So let me know. Am I cheesing the system here? Maybe. But honestly, like Zach Benson and Wyatt Johnston, they're the same overall. Benson's a couple of years younger. Then you could always just add in that to make him a right winger if you want. Then he could be more versatile for you guys. If you do want, I just think Johnston, he fits what we need more than Zach Benson does. Then they don't really need Johnston. They already have their stud first-line right wing, and they already have a really good first-line center that's 30 years old, and Rupe Hintz, right? So does Johnston want to hold around? Does he want to wait, play on the second line until players start to become older, then they start to regress? Or does he want to go to a new, fresh team with endless possibility, with endless potential with Gavin McKenna? Wyatt Johnston, you're the guy I want. We are paying a lot. We're getting a first round pick for next year. This may not go through with the first round pick for next year. I'm okay if it doesn't. I'll get some other depth picks, whatever the case may be. But straight up, I'm more than willing to do this deal if you are. Rejected. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. This may not even go through like this. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Damn it. Oh, they want Wyatt Johnston. Oh, it's done. It's a blockbuster deal. We gave up a shit ton. We gave up a first line left winger and a 2 third line players. We gave up Kulich and Quinn. They get all playing your third line. So Dallas, they got a lot of depth and they got a good, pretty, 74th overall draft pick for this year. So maybe they'll be able to find something with that. But it doesn't matter for Buffalo because McKenna gets his guy. GM Big Mac, that was the one thing I wanted to do early. I just felt Benson, that wasn't the guy for McKenna. 2 playmakers, didn't make sense. But now, we got a guy that I think definitely makes sense for this team going forward for the forward court. McKenna Johnston, that is our new duo going into this new regime with Buffalo. We still got 4 more years, well, I guess 3 more years with Johnston at 8.4. Then we'll have to worry about a contract extension then, but that's okay. We'll worry about that when that time comes. And again, he's versatile. He can go to the right wing. If we do get another center that makes sense, then he could be the right wing 2-way forward. Maybe we get a center sniper, vice versa. Huge deal for Buffalo. McKenna gets his guy, GM Big Mac. He wasn't holding back. He wasn't holding back punches when he was saying Benson. He was looking like the odd man out. It was time to do something big. And by God, I did it. And now, because we did that, now we got our first line pretty well set up. We got McKenna Johnston, and maybe it's Urov, maybe it's Tolvanen, maybe there's somebody in free agency. We'll deal with that. But now, we got our guy. Last time out? No, I'm just going to make the pick quickly. I'm going to save that last time out. Buffalo, after the huge trade, now they're getting their second pair LD of the future, potentially, in Aiden Bouchard. 2AD, 6'2". We had him scouted high. We thought he'd be going earlier. He stayed with us at 10. Could he be the Evan Bouchard at the number 10 spot like the Oilers did way back in whatever draft that was? Let's see. Aiden Bouchard. 78 overall, 2AD. Okay. Depth defenseman. So he's probably not ready for this year, and that's okay. We can play him down in the minors, wherever he plays. Oh, man, it's a huge draft day in Buffalo, man. 2AD, 10th overall. Big selection there by Buffalo. Not going to be able to play on our team this year by the looks of it. Because, again, I want to be trying to compete this year. And now our center core, it's Johnston, Norris, McLeod. Defensively, we're looking at Power, Darlene, Byram, Renzel, Bryson, some sort of vet RD. Maybe we bring back Jensen. Not too sure. Huge. All right. Next pick, we're at 20. So with that 20 pick, again, it could be a bit of a stretch, but we could get this guy. There is this top 6 forward. He was at the 40 range. We had a 42nd overall pick. So I could always try and move up that pick to try and get this guy. I just don't know what we could do to try and move up for one of these guys at 13th and 14th. But, like Isles, they do want to make a trade. The Oilers want to make a trade. 13th, 14th. Well, what could I give the Islanders here? I'm going to see if we can move up in this draft. They want this Strawbeck guy. I'll give you the 20th. Give me the 13th. We're just taking back some sort of contract. Will I go through? Rejected. Columbus. They jumped up, actually. This guy was around the 13th selection. They ended up moving up for him. Okay, interesting. So now that really does just leave us small. I'm going to sim this pick because I don't want to do the trade if Sumal gets picked up by Detroit, right? So let's see. Okay, they want Cribs. Oh, how will I be able to pull off this deal? I don't know, Buffalo. I don't think it's going to be possible, but let me see. Johnston, no. Wahlberg, I could. A couple of these guys, I don't know. I'll give up this guy. The 20th, and you give me back some bad contracts. Okay, straight up here. See if we can move up, try and get this small guy. Will it go through? Or ejected. Then I don't think they want any draft picks or anything here, right? Yeah, like they don't. They want a 4th. Like they want a couple depth picks here I can give you. Boom. Huge deal. We got a huge. Oh. That's a big deal, Buffalo. I didn't think that would go through. I just threw in a 7th round pick. All of a sudden, that's all the Islanders wanted. So that's huge for us. All right, now we get another defenseman here. So just adding on, stockpiling defensemen. And one of these guys, they could eventually get moved for a forward that we do need. I was going to go for the left winger, but that's fine. We're going with Sumal. Yeah, he's the exact same as Bouchard. Just Bouchard had the X factor while Small doesn't. So huge draft there for Buffalo. They got a lot of LD defensemen here. You can never have too much defenseman, right? So that's a big trade in that sense. Okay. Now next, 42nd. I would like to move up a bit to try and get that other guy. So again, we are moving and shaking here in Buffalo. We want our guys. I'm willing to move on picks to get them. Okay, I'm going to try this deal with the Ducks. 38th overall pick. The guy was scouted around 40. I'm a little nervous after that Pazuka guy. He went to Columbus when he was listed at 13th. They took him at 11th. I'm a little nervous, but we'll try it. I'll try the 38th. I'll give up the 2nd and the 7th for this year. Good deal. Okay. Big gamble. Let's sim up to our pick. See if it's there. Okay. Yeah. I don't think anybody took him. We're good. We're good here in Buffalo. So now we got our selection. 40th overall. Right winger. Medium top 6 forward. 2 years out. So maybe high 60s, low 70s. He's got the X factor though. Yeah, 71. Got the X factor. Top 6 forward. That's a great 2nd round pick there for us. Huge. Okay. Next pick, we're at 106. What's my next guy scouted at? Yeah, 129. So I could take him with that 126 spot. So what I'm going to do, go to pick 106. I'm calling the last time out here. All right, final trade. Moving on from Rosen now. Again, I just don't see a pathway for him to make it on this team. Don't like the defense, don't like the physical. I just don't see him as a top 6 guy on this team on the right wing side, especially when you have Yurov, Krebs. We have some other guys. Like, there's still free agency to happen, right? So I don't see Rosen as a fit here for the bottom 6, and especially on the top 6, right? So I'm willing to move on from him. Vegas wants him. They just drafted this Hartle guy, 1st overall. I think just this draft, 27th overall. Really like the defense, center right wing, versatile. I look at him, I'm like thinking, man, is he Sam O'Reilly maybe? Something like that. But Michael Hartle, I'm willing to take it. I'll give up a couple of these 6th-round picks. Again, our scouts didn't do too much this year scouting-wise, so I'm willing to move on from that, get a 7th for next year. Main thing is Hartle. Will this go through? Good deal. Buffalo. Last thing now, we're going to make our final pick. Man, what a draft. What a draft here by GM Big Mac. Well, hopefully this guy turns out. Yeah, low elite, 54 sniper. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. All right, Buffalo. That's it for the draft. It was a huge one. Busy draft day by the Buffalo Sabres. But I felt after this year, I know we're right there competing. I just wanted to officially stamp this team with that GM Big Mac brand, right? Then I think trading BENSON for Wyatt Johnston, that was the catalyst that really starts cementing our center core going forward. But I will show all you guys that in the re-sign phase, how I'm kind of picturing the center core. But yeah, great draft from Buffalo. Busy draft. Let's wrap it up. Here's the draft summary here. Kept our 10th overall pick. We got Bouchard. The small, that was, we traded our 20th overall pick from Minnesota and something else, I don't remember. Moved up to the 13th, got Sumal from the Islanders. Moved up our 40th overall pick, something else, I think a couple other picks. Moved up to the 38th spot. We got our top 6 medium forward there and Arsenault. Then we had the 106 pick. We got the low elite, 54 overall. What a draft. But the biggest one, the biggest game changer here for Buffalo. Benson out, Johnston in. So I just wanted to do a quick little wrap up there on the activity feed because I honestly forgot all the trades that I was making there. When you're in the draft, like it's quick. Like you got to be snappy with it. So I don't really do too much talking. So I wanted to give you a quick little rewinder here. Buffalo, Wyatt Johnston. Got our future center right wing wherever he lines up. Two-way forward stud, 24 years of age. Perfect. Kind of meshes there with McKenna pretty well. Had to give up Benson, Kulich, and Quinn was in that deal, I'm pretty sure. Something else. Then we made the move up trade with the Islanders. We gave up that Anton Wahlberg guy. He was looking at best like a fourth line center, but I didn't really care for the defense. Like the faceoffs weren't really there either, right? So definitely okay moving on from him. Get the move up for that 13th round pick. Then again, we moved up with the Ducks. Yeah, that was that Anaheim trade. Got their second overall pick. Gave up our second and a 7th for that one. Get a little move up. Then the last one was the prospect trade. Got rid of Rosen. Felt he wasn't a part of this team. Wasn't going to mesh with us. Moved them on to Vegas. They could use some depth players over there. Then we got their prospect there in Michael Hart that they drafted 27th overall. There's the draft summary right there. All right, Buffalo. We're at the re-sign phase. Just released and signed everybody. You know, some of the guys I want to keep at least had some potential. Released all the AHL bottom sixers and all that AHL top 4D. Released all those guys. Now, show you these parts. Hartle, first one up. Vegas trade, you're getting a contract. Sumal, he was our 13th overall pick here this year's draft. Signed. Boom. Done. Bouchard, 10th overall pick. Boom. Signed. Arsenault, right wing, 71, 18 years old. I'm signing you. Boom. Done. Rest of these guys I'll leave for now. Defensively, Shillington, he doesn't want to stick around. Like, 1 year, 1.2, that's more than reasonable with our cap space. So if he's willing to stick, I think I would be okay with that. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Jensen wants to stay. Yeah, 2 years at 5. I can't do that, my man. Wait on you. Greenway. 1 and 1.5. Good injury replacement player. I'm good with that for Jordan Greenway. Be a 13th forward. That's okay with me. Teddy Bluger. What do you want? 2 and 1.9. It's tradable. It's tradable. 2 years, 1.85. I'm okay with that. Awesome. What am I doing with you? Can I go long-term with Osland? What do we think? I'm going to offer this. 3 years, 2.5 Osland. He still isn't that... for sure, I want to keep him as that third-line guy. I'm still a little iffy on him, but I'll do 3 years, 2.5, see what he says. Still RFA rights after that. Honzik, what do you want? I'm picturing you as a good fourth-line left wing for us. Yeah, that's a definitely reasonable contract for you. I'll do 3 years at... Yeah, we'll do 3 years, 1.15. Good contracts, goaltending-wise. Quickie, what do you want? 2? No. I'll do 1 year. I'll overpay for a year. Yeah, let's just do 2.65 1 year. Veteran backup, Jonathan Quick. I'm good with that. Cooter, what do you want? Yeah, 2. Yeah, that's reasonable. I like the X factor. I thought that fourth line did pretty well for us. So I'm not even gonna think about that one. I'm gonna give Cooter that contract. 2 years, 1.75. Fourth line. Okay, I'm gonna sim up, see who all signs, who accepts. Then we'll see what we have for cap space. Okay, Greenway accepts. Honzik says no. Cooter accepts. Quick accepts. Bluger accepts. Osland accepts. Okay. Good. We're still at 28 million cap space here, so we're in a good spot here, Buffalo. Again, I do want to try and get this contract locked up here if I can. What's 4 years? Yeah, let's just do 4 years. I'll pay you. Fourth line, 4 years at, like, what? 1.6, 4 years? See what he says. Then from there, we're at 28 mil. Shillington, I'll just let you go. You don't want to sign here, you can go. Jensen I am considering, though, because he's RD. But, shit, like, what's coming out in free agency here? Let's wait on Jensen. Let's take a look at pending free agents. Who's supposed to be coming out this year? Okay, Kucherov. Interesting. Nikita Kucherov. That could be an awesome veteran right winger to go with Johnston and McKenna. Oh. Yeah, okay, Kucherov. That would be nice. Zuccarello, O'Reilly, Jared McCann, Spurgeon. Nah. Michael Kesselring, bring him back. John Marino. I had him in the Oilers GM. Jensen. Yeah, so not much, honestly. Wouldn't be terrible to maybe bring back Nick Jensen just for a year, but I guess we could do 2 years, and I could always just move off of him then. But Renzel, like, it'd be Byram, Renzel, then Bryce and Jensen. Power Darlene your top. Honestly, looking at this, yeah. I think that's what we do. Spurgeon's interesting, but I don't know. He might be a little too pricey for us. Especially if Nikita Kucherov's available. That's who I have circled on my team already right now. Get that first line humming. Then I think we're going to be a playoff team if we can get Kucherov. I'm not going to lie. I think if you get Kucherov with Johnston and McKenna, the depth that we have on this team, could definitely see potential to make a run here. So I'm going to sign Jensen. Let me bring back Nick Jensen on this team. What do we have for extensions coming up next year? Year off is one. It's just year off. Okay. Yeah, no, we can definitely do 2 years for... Yeah, Leninen's going to need an extension, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll give 2 years to Jensen. That's no problem with me. 2 years, 5 mil. Keep him on this team. We're still going to have 23 mil in cap space to play with Kucherov if he does hit that free agency. Good spot. See if he signs. Bit of an overpay, I do agree, especially for a third line RD, but again, we have the cap space. I want to try and compete here still, so I think that's a fair contract. Hopefully he doesn't fall off too hard here. But he still is his top 4D exact. Listen, I don't think this contract's the end of the world. I do think it's tradable. See what he says. Okay. Last 2 extensions here. Jensen, Honzik. See if they sign. God damn it! Honzik! You asshole. Jensen accepts. Alright, Honzik. Alright. So here. Now, let me just qualify you. You're in your Zach Benson era here. You're kind of being a little pain in the ass. But let's get you signed up here. That's okay. I still want to do the 4 years. I'm willing to pay that extra a little bit. Let's get him to 4 years, 1.75. What do you say? He accepts. Honzik signs. So I think that's our 4th line left wing for this team. Goaltending wise, did I miss anybody? No. Okay. Quick little wrap up on the team. Then I'm going to sim up to free agency. We'll end the video there. A little bit. There was just a lot that happened at that trade deadline that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to do a Wyatt Johnston trade for Zach Benson, but I generally think it kind of made sense. I'll show you guys the Stars roster there too. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a bamboozle. I don't really think it was. It could have been. I gave up a lot. I gave them 3 NHL roster players and a 4th round pick or something. Nothing too crazy, but okay. Johnston, McKenna, Norris. So top 6 wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How I'm picturing it. 3rd line, 1, 2, 3. That's how I'm picturing it. McLeod finally gets moved down to the 3rd line. Then it's Krebs, Ostlund. 4th line, I have Greenway more as that 13th forward. Blueger's the center. Cooter right wing. Danforth is an extra. Honzik is the left winger. So we have a couple extras there. And we could always sign somebody else. Like Hellenis, that's another young guy. Maybe he gets some growth. I don't really know if we need to sign more forward depth, but we always could. See what's out there. Defensively. How I'm thinking about it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your 6. Spares, you have Johnson, you have Bouchard. But he's going to be sent down to the CHL, so we won't be able to call up Bouchard. But Johnson, we could always call up. Samuel, he's going to the Americans. So Samuel's always a guy we can call up if injuries do happen with them. He could be a guy that we bring up on the LD side. So, again, defensively, like, we do have some guys. Bears around, Kleber. Yeah, like, we're good on our defense, I would say. I think, if anything, for AHL, I do need to sign some forwards and maybe a goaltender. Because goaltending-wise, we have Wallstead Quick going one more year with Wallstead Quick. Then Lennon, he's going to be the starter. We'll let this Ratzlaff guy, he can be the backup. Then we'll try and sign just one more minor league guy in case injuries do occur. But forward-wise, again, do you guys really care about this? But let me just double-check. Lawrence, big piece. I want to get him some pieces to go around him to get him simming well. He'll be on the first line with Hellenis. Maybe this Nichov guy, left wing. Playmaker, good skater. So, we'll see what's out there two-wave guys. I wouldn't mind bringing in a couple pieces here to kind of help out the AHL roster. But yeah, we got some nice pieces, man. Hartle's there. Like this Arsenault, he's going to be there. No, he'll be in the minors. That's good. Like the CHL. Seaback. Yeah. No, so I think if anything, we'll maybe sign a couple two-way forwards to play in the AHL. But NHL roster-wise, we're good. We just need a top 6 forward. That's the biggest thing. Then after that, we have 23 mil to do that. So Nikita Kucherov. So I'm going to sim up here to free agency, see if Kucherov squeaks out. What kind of contract is he looking for? Can we make it work here? Can we make it make sense to go with McKenna and Wyatt Johnston? Let's see. I had the memory of a goldfish. Okay, I simmed up here to free agency, but let me just take a look at the Stars roster. What are they looking like after this trade? So after this, they did send off a contract extension for Benson. Hintz, Robertson. So that's what you're looking like on that left side. Benson, Robertson, Hintz, Rantanen. You have Duchesne, Maverick, Bork, Steele, Hemming. In the system? Yes, like these guys are RFA. They don't really have the cap space. So did I do them dirty? Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, can you get creative somehow? Modify no trade, move on from Duchesne? I don't know if you really want to do that, though. Yeah, like, move on from Radek Faska. What do you need that $2 million for? Move on from Clifton. What are you doing? Move on from DeSmith. You don't need a $2 million backup. See, I'm blaming that on the Stars. I don't know what you guys are thinking with some of those contracts over there, man. All right. No backing out. The game's saved. There's no backing out. He's there, Dallas. The deal is done. Overwrite current file. All right. Now, the big thing. The biggest question before we wrap up the video. Did Nikita Kucherov squeak out to free agency? Kale McCarr, Quinn Hughes. No, he didn't. Ah, son of a gun. Nikita Kucherov, he's still in Tampa. Ah, damn it. That would have been perfect. Okay. Couple defensemen here, but we don't need defensemen over here in Buffalo. I wanted a top 6 right winger. But, mainly just a top 6 guy. What other options are there? Damn it, Nikita Kucherov. Ah, Tampa, they managed to get him signed. Let me take a look at the proposed trades here quickly. Landeskog, 87, 3 years. That's not terrible for Nishushkin. He doesn't want to come here, though. Landeskog, veteran. Yeah, he can't come here. Okay. Colorado's no good for us. Zach Hyman. Ooh, 1 year. Zach Hyman, Oilers. Ah, he doesn't want to come here. Fuck you, Hyman. Ryan O'Reilly, 2 years at 8. No trade clause, though. We always could flip him. Ryan O'Reilly, maybe? Okay, Predators. I don't know what kind of deal I could come up with, but Predators is an idea. Could be a good center for this year. One tip of the sniper, the speed. Man, that'd be a very fast first line. You go Owen Tippett, Johnston, McKenna. Speedy. Then a sniper, two-way forward playmaker, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. Did a quick little wrap up here, trying to see if there were any other forwards. I think the trade options make more sense for this team than what's in free agency right now. I'll do a double check, maybe just to refresh my mind here when we get into the next video. What I'm looking for is that top 6 player. I really do like the idea of O'Reilly, but I think I want to give Johnston the center time. I think I'd rather McKenna, Johnston. McKenna left wing, Johnston center. I feel I'd rather go with the right wing. So if we did go O'Reilly, then maybe it's Urhoff plays on the first line. But then you have 2 centers there in O'Reilly and Norris. I'm like, I don't know. I guess it's not the end of the world if Norris plays on the right wing or the left wing. You know what I mean? And it's just O'Reilly, Norris, Tolvanen. Or do go with Tippett. Then you just kind of leave your second line of Tolvanen, Norris, Urhoff. Then it's McKenna, Johnston, Tippett. It's kind of where I'm at. I really wish Kucherov squeaked out of free agency because that would have been money if you could have got that one. But Owen Tippett, I like the shot, really good skater. Be a very fast first line, right, with McKenna, Johnston, and Tippett. A lot of wheels, a lot of speed. So I don't hate that idea of it. Plus the shot is money. Like 4.5-star shot. This guy can maybe grow some value there on that first line. Then that could always be somebody who could be on our team for the 3 years. Then as soon as that no clause hits, maybe his value peaks. That's when you can flip him from there. So I do like the idea of Tippett. I think I like Tippett more than O'Reilly for now. I do think I do. Because we need some goal scoring. The team last year, like, we just cannot score. Tippett or O'Reilly. So I wrote that down on my notepad so I don't forget. Last thing. I know I keep saying last. I need to get some AHL assistant and associates. What about head coaching out here? Is there a head coach? Bruce Cassidy, generalist. Evanson, Marco Sturm. Looking at the coaching here, man. Couple good ones. I see Bruce Cassidy. A overall. He's got A's for everything. So that's perfect. 67% chemistry already with this team. Generalist, balanced. He's just better. And the way that I'm looking at this team, I would really like us to compete. And I generally think the only way you can compete is you need a really good coach. So Bagula, he might hate me if we just signed that one coach there to the max money. I don't even know how many years, kept him for a year, then can him, then signed Bruce Cassidy to crazy money. But Pagula, you got to pay money to make money. You know what I mean? You want to get to the playoffs? You want that playoff revenue? Like, we might need Bruce Cassidy. Or there was this Evanson guy as well, Dean Evanson. Kind of the same thing. It's like you had your nice coach, kind of treated you like a puppy, or I don't know what. You know, he was nice to you, played you all the time. Now you have to get the gritty vet coach to learn how to win. You know what I mean? So, or we can just stay status quo with the coaching for one more year. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll sleep on it. I don't hate the idea of Bruce Cassidy though. So yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap it up here, folks. I'm gonna assign the AHL associate assistant coaches, get some scouts, and then it just comes down to what do we want to do? Do we want to make a trade for Ryan O'Reilly, Owen Tippett, or do we go the free agency route? Is there a free agency? Then again, Tolvanen could just play on that first line or year off. Then we just get a left winger somewhere, like a Forrester, Vander Kane, Burakovsky. I like the idea of bringing in Tippett, though, just for the fact he's still signed up to a pretty cheap contract. Then after 3 years, then the modified no trade is gone. Man, if you're playing first line with McKenna and Johnston, like, that value could really grow potentially, especially with a sniper. Like, I could see him scoring 30 to 40 goals. He had a good shot. So that's what I mean. That's what's going through my brain. I do not hate the idea of making a trade for Tippett. That's mostly what I'm leaning towards, but hey man, we'll sleep on it. Wake up a new day, maybe I'll change my mind. We'll see. But yeah, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. What a huge draft for Buffalo. Benson's gone. Kulich is gone. Who else? Ostland's still here. Who was the other guy? Jack Quinn. He's gone. Then we traded that AHL guy. Rosen, gone. We moved off all the pieces that were kind of on their iffy chop block. They're officially gone. There's no more excuses here for GM Big Mac. This is his team. This is how he lined it up. This is what he wants going into the future. Again, this is the team that GM Big Mac, he set out. He traded all the odd pieces that he didn't like. This is officially his team. It's cemented. Took him 2 years. This is it. So now, do we sink or do we swim? Do we finally make the playoffs? Or, oh man, are the pitchforks and the torches, are they coming after GM Big Mac? This is a big year for us. I believe, though. I like where we're at. I think we just need to make one more trade, one more signing to really impact that top 6. I think we can compete for a playoff spot. And I think we will make the playoffs. GM Big Mac, he's cementing it here. You heard it here first, folks. After the trades, moving on from Zach Benson, it's time. It's time for Sabres fans to finally not be the laughing stock anymore. Have some hope, have some pride of this team. I think we're there. It's going to take one more trade here in this offseason, I think, or free agency signing. We'll see. But I am leaning towards trade, I believe. But thank you so much for watching. Next video, free agency, sim to beginning of the year 3, sim, edit up the lines. Probably sim up a bit. Maybe we'll get a couple months in and then we'll go from there. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great morning, evening, afternoon, whenever the hell you're watching this. And we'll see you next time.